I won't wear a hoodie.
We have folks incoming. Tidra. Oh no, Tahita.
No, Tahita. Hey girl.
I was about to call her Tidra Moses. Hold on, I gotta take her off mute, but it doesn't look like she connected her audio yet.
Oh, okay.
Tahita, you're unmuted.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hola. I love your background.
Thank you. Let me rename
that. It's definitely your background. Because, you know, you could put a
definitely looks like one of Will Focus's pieces on the wall.
It is. It is.
I didn't know he did color.
Yo, Alicia just popped up.
Look at that screen.
She got the virtual background rocking, though.
I know.
I got to unmute her.
Hey, Alicia.
Hey, I said I'm not in my living room. I'm in my bedroom closet.
Your dream bedroom closet. I mean, we got a dream, right?
I'm feeling your energy, Alicia.
Yeah. Alicia, this is my good friend, Tahita, aka Tahita. Well,
hi, Tahita. How are you? Damn,
I'm good.
Business life.
Look, I had on something else. Let's not even talk about it, but I need to do laundry. Let's just say that.
I was gonna wear a hoodie, but my sister was like, "You are not wearing a hoodie." I was like,
I was gonna wear a hoodie.
Hoodie gang.
I want to wear a hoodie.
Well, it depends. We're in a living room.
Not far from hoodie.
Oh my gosh. My niece was really like, she's like, Auntie, like, I mean, this is spring. This is Easter. You have to like tell everybody, you know, show everybody.
So real quick, Alicia, Kareem, Del, if y'all can change your names to your Instagram handles, that way folks can find you as we.
How do I do that?
Wait, hold on.
If you just click on your name, it'll give you the option.
What? It's at Miss Gooding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any numbers in it?
Oh wait, I found it. Hold on, I think I could do it. Oh wait, you did it. Okay, great.
And Tahita, yours is just a poem, right?
Just up on T. Is it T there?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm gonna just throw the at in front of it.
I'm gonna just start telling people that's how you pronounce it because that's just what everybody tells me. Just a point.
All right, we got Kareem in the building. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to pull up.
Okay.
And then we can get this rocking.
Let me mute myself as I kill this popcorn.
Yeah, I have everybody muted as they come in. I was just unmuting y'all for the time being. Tahita, I'm gonna mute you too, real quick. Welcome, everybody that's pulling up. We gonna there go Nay. She trying to wipe us off. Let me get some tunes going while we wait. We're gonna give people like another 3-4 minutes, and then we just gonna pull up on it.
Okay, who's playing it?
I mean, it is Easter Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Just rock out with me real quick. April, what's up? Angela, be safe in those streets.
Crystal, I almost didn't recognize you.
All right, real quick, just a reminder to everybody that's coming in. Feel free to change your name in the chat to your right, to your Instagram handle, so that folks could find you. I think I just saw Crystal somewhere. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, there we go. There's so many of y'all on my screen. I'm trying to find everybody.
I just realized how to move it. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, in the top right corner, you can change your view from speaker view to gallery view, so you can see more people at one time. If you're on a phone, I think the max you can see at one time is 4. But if you're on a computer, like I am right now, I think I have like 14 people on my screen right now. So it's like a lot. Robin, I saw you creep in. I know you in here somewhere. Rob in the building.
Hey, how are you?
Morning, or I guess afternoon now, depending on where you're at. All right, so Nay is checked in. We got Alicia in here. Crystal. I don't see. Oh, never mind. There goes Mark. Sehiii's here. And I think we are ready to get rolling. For the moment, everybody is muted. But as we go, we'll sort of create some space. We'll create some space and some time for like y'all to come off mute, interact, ask questions, interact with folks. Mark, welcome to the party, brother. Welcome to the party. You got that good window light. I like it.
Hey, Mark.
And we will unmute y'all as we go. And we're going to get this thing started right now. So first up, thank you everybody for tuning in. This is The Living Room Live. I'm your host, Rennie Lewis. My co-host, AJ Kelly, should be in the top left corner somewhere. You can find her. She runs the Art Hub NYC. I run Create Period Festival in New York. We decided to really come together and, Kaz, top right corner, click speaker view and change it to gallery view. If you're on your phone, slide to the left and it will go to gallery view. Me and AJ came together to bring you all this opportunity to show because there are plenty of shows about musicians in all forms and walks of music, but we don't have very much content for visual artists like ourselves, painters, graphic designers, illustrators, photographers, anything of the sort. So we decided that while we are stuck in the house, I can politely take a trip to the living room, go sit down and talk about some visuals and learn some things and share some things. So that's really what it's about. It's about networking. So I hope everybody here follows everybody, which is why, we're trying to get y'all to change your names to your Instagram handles. And first up on today's itinerary, we have NayMarie, who is a photographer, retoucher, and founder of Taji magazine. She has disappeared and gone somewhere. Oh, never mind. She's back. She's back. So let me find her in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to start with Nay. Nay, you are unmuted. Welcome, girl.
Hey, thank you for having me. Greetings, everybody. My name is NayMarie. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm the founder and editor of Taji Mag. Taji is, and also Adorned in Taji. Taji is a Black culture publication, and I have some here. These are some of our recent volumes. I am also the founder of Black Owned Business Collective on Facebook, and co-owner of Our Black Web, and a bunch of other things that I probably can't remember right now. I know we wanted to talk about like our creative process and things like that. Generally, my creative process is a little sporadic, but I'm usually sparked by a need for something, or if I see something really beautiful and I want to expand on it or recreate it in whatever, you know, my mind sees. And that's essentially what happened with Taji. Taji was sparked from a need in our community. Shortly after Mike Brown was executed in the street, everybody was, you know, really dismal. All the news around the community was real sad. And people were saying, you know, like, this is why we need to shop Black and all those kinds of things. And people were like, I would, but I don't know, you know, of any Black owned businesses. So that's what sparked me to create the Black Owned Business Collective group on Facebook. And then there was so much joy in that group, and I found so many amazing Black owned businesses that, listening to the news around our community and hearing everything still being so negative, I was like, no, I need people to experience what I'm experiencing. So I decided to create Taji. And Taji means crown in Kiswahili. It is our Black culture publication. It's for us, by us, featuring only us, as you can see from the covers. It's Black on Black on Black. And yeah, so it's been a really beautiful journey. We've been doing Taji for 5 years now. So it comes out quarterly. It's in digital and in print. And it's really just been a really beautiful journey of capturing our community at our best. It's all positive news, no celebrity gossip or any kind of craziness like that. And from there, I created Adorned in Taji, which is, you can see some of the jewelry that I'm wearing is Adorned in Taji. And yeah, it's just been a really amazing watching this all come together. We're working on volume 23 right now. So if anybody's interested, if you know somebody, our theme is golden wisdom. So we're honoring people 40 and over. So if you happen to know somebody, send them our way. We're accepting submissions for both photos and featured stories.
Okay. All right. So, Nate, is there anything else that you want to show us, like visual wise? You want to flip through some of the pages of the magazines just so we get a feel for what it looks like? Or do you have any photographs?
This was our anniversary issue, volume 20, and was also, well, it was more like our big book edition. So I'll just flip through some of the pages. Sorry, it's gonna come through backwards because of the phone, but you'll get the gist so you can kind of see through content.
Okay. Where can they find the magazine online? Do you have subscriptions?
It is available online on our website at tajimag.com. Subscriptions are definitely available. Print subscriptions are $25 quarterly, and digital subscriptions are $5 quarterly, $18 annually. We have articles on fitness, vegan recipes, Black-owned businesses, travel, think pieces, art. We do a featured comic. This is the big book, so it's going to take me a second to get that. This is a fitness feature, a vegan recipe. We had our chef Delise. She did pancakes for this feature. Featured artists, featured comic series. So basically, we try to cover as many Black spaces as we can, so everybody can be seen and heard in their own way. And we also do a Black business highlight, so we do allow advertising in the magazine as well. Yeah.
Okay.
You can also find us on Instagram at Taji Magazine. That's our main place. We're on Instagram and all social media at Taji Magazine, but Instagram is like the main hub.
All right, y'all. So that was NayMarie from Taji Mag. I'm going to unmute everybody. If you have any questions, if you want to make any comments, now is the time to sort of chime in on her before we jump on and keep rolling.
Hey, Nay.
Hey, who's that? Tahita? Hey, boo.
What's up? I have on Adorn.
Yeah.
I actually have that on right now. Listen, I changed this dress, right? And I completely forgot I had this on. So you know it's attached to the ears, right? So I had a moment and I was like, oh no. And I was like, wait, it stretches. So I was all good. And I was like, yes. I had a moment where I was like, yo, Nay knew exactly what she was doing because I had a whole moment. But yeah, shout out to you and your brand. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. You know I'm gonna need a selfie now, right? Because you look beautiful. Like I need this captured in time.
I got you.
All right. Anybody else?
So,
Were you saying something?
Where are you based out of?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. Can you say it again?
Where are you based out of?
I'm in New York, but the magazine is global. We have contributors literally from the whole diaspora, from the continent to London to Brazil. So wherever you're from, you can be included.
All right. So next up, y'all, I want to introduce to you. In your upper right corner of the screen, or at least mine, our girl Crystal. She is a small business consultant. She helps small businesses get right. Okay, she's gonna get you together. She's gonna build you up. She's gonna make sure you build yourself up, or she's gonna put you in timeout. And with that, I need to find her. There we go. Crystal, you are unmuted. Please introduce yourself, and the floor is yours.
hi guys, happy Easter for those who celebrate. Happy Easter. I'm happy here. I'm happy to be here, definitely. My full name is Crystal Lewis. I'm the owner of Crystal's Business Consulting. That's the handle that I'm going with right now. That's my website right below or right by my name somewhere, right on my screen. So it's crystalsbusinessconsulting.com. And what we do is we service mostly startups. We really like work with them. So if you have an idea that you're trying to turn into a business, but you're not sure how to get there, you should come to us. Also, if you start in a business, which a lot of people have done, but they kind of don't know what to do with it. So a lot of times I hear that. I'm registered. I registered my business. I have an LLC. And, but then now it's like, okay, well, now what? So oftentimes they're kind of stuck. We would be the people to come to. I offer those services. So the services would include, but not limited to, business registrations. So that would be LLCs, S Corps, C Corps, partnerships, marketing. I also do workshops for groups. I've worked with nonprofits before, doing entrepreneur workshops. We do business credit building, which I think is something really big. A lot of people are looking for and don't really understand that. I do tax IDs. I open business bank accounts. The list really goes on. So you go on the website, you'll see the services, and you'll kind of understand more so what it is that happens. But we definitely, as he said, we want to get you right, especially during a time like this. So if you have any business ideas, anything like that, I'll take you through step by step. And right now not right now, as of tomorrow, because we're back in the work week, right? I have discounts for everyone. It'll be 25% off just for 24 hours for all the people that are here. And so, if you book by tomorrow throughout any time in the day, you get your 25% off. And thereafter, it'll still be 15% off because I do understand what's happening with everyone. So I know that money's a little bit tight and we have to kind of understand and help each other move along. So like I said, Monday, you'll see that. You go on there, you can check it out. The prices will be discounted for you so you can start and get into a consultation, right? As far as the projects that I'm working on right now, I work as a startup expert as well for a company called thevibeconnect.com. I do the starting from scratch workshop. It's for an hour. It's every third Tuesday of the month. My next time speaking is February 21st. And I get into everything business. I really break it down to you. I'm a person who believes truly that I get that you can be motivated. It's cool to be motivated about business, but if you don't know the steps, you can't do it. Because I've had that many times, and I don't know. It's, oh, you should do this. It's not how many times you fall down. It's how many times you get back up. That's cool. But now when I get up, what am I supposed to do? So I'm the person that puts that together for you guys so you know exactly what to do. So I include websites. I'll give you scripts. I'll tell you exactly what lists you need to make, who you need to speak to, where you need to call. You know, I give you as much resources as I can. Everything I have, I share. I don't hold anything back. It's nothing for me that I feel like I need to hold back. I don't lose by giving you the information I have. You know, if you need my help, I'm here. But if anything, I at least can give you guys that type of information for you to move forward, or at least take some steps. The next thing that I'm working on is continuing the cash flow during a pandemic ebook. It is a guide that will be also available tomorrow. The tab isn't there right now, but it will 100% be there tomorrow, where you guys, it's free. So you don't have to worry about that. You just put in your email and I'll send you the download. And it really just gives you tips and tricks of how to survive right now, business-wise, right? Or even if you don't want to start a business, you can still use these tips with someone who also works for someone, right? And you're trying to help develop and move up the ladder, or maybe you're trying to expand. So there are many ways that you can utilize the information. It doesn't have to be an entrepreneur, but you can be. And if that's something you wanted to do, like I said, I'm here and these tips will help you. So like that will be there tomorrow. So your discounts will be there tomorrow. The ebook will be there tomorrow. You guys you have all the information that you need. And I think lastly, what I just wanted to share with you guys before I go, because it's not really about my business, but I like to give you guys some information as much as I can. First and foremost, I do want to encourage you guys. It's just a suggestion. Everybody's waiting for these stimulus checks. Do not. Do not. And suggestion, please do not spend it on things that are not going to put into your life for the long term. Invest in yourself. Even with a consultation, which is normally $90 an hour for me, I would do, with the 25% off, I believe it's $67 right now. I think it's a good investment. When you email me, I send you questions through your email first and foremost. So you can answer all of that. So when I receive your answers, I know what I'm dealing with. So your whole hour is your hour of planning and really strategizing. We're not asking a lot of questions, trying to get a feel of what you want to do. I already have that information. So I did that to cut the time. So the hour is really yours. So I'll help you out with that. But so I would definitely encourage you. And even if it's not me, wherever, something that's going to help you invest in yourself and your family so you guys can grow in many different ways. So I would encourage that. And the second thing, for the people who are self-employed or small business owners, I'm not sure if you're aware, but in New York State, I'm not sure about other states, so I can't speak on that. But I know that we were never eligible for unemployment. Currently, because of the federal government, they put in place something that's called the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. So if you apply, and it basically expands the eligibility, which would put in self-employed people, small businesses. So you guys look into that. So go on to the Department of Labor, just Google it, go onto the Department of Labor, and I encourage you to really look up the information because now we're eligible. So if you were really affected, and I know a lot of people who were, at least you'll get some money while you're trying to get back into the flow of things. Just like everyone else, it's hard and they got money out there, so why not take advantage and utilize it for your business? I mean, there's a lot of other loans too, but that's another story altogether, which you can go on the SBA.gov and you can see the details for that. But that's about it. That's about it for now, because I can talk all day. So.
I appreciate you, Crystal. I appreciate you dropping some gems. Hold on, AJ. AJ, you're unmuted.
What meals?
I appreciate you coming through to bless us with some knowledge. Please drop, Nay, the same for you. Please drop your contact info and handles in the chat so that people can find that as they scroll. I am recording the whole thing. So afterwards, if y'all come to my page, AJ's page, whatever, we'll have the link out for y'all to find it. To find it again.
Okay. On my website, everything is there though. So, you know, everything's there.
And I just got to give a quick shout out to Ferns because he got this dope Nipsey shirt on. And I see it creeping in the bottom of my camera. So now that I think we are going to pass the mic to AJ to sort of introduce herself and talk about the work that she does.
Can I ask a question first before we go to AJ?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I completely forgot. I'm about to unmute everybody. Hold on.
Okay.
Everybody is unmuted. Any questions that you have for Crystal, feel free to ask them now.
Okay. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, where are you? I don't see you.
You're not supposed to. I look crazy.
Okay. What's your name?
My name is Charlotte. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Charlotte. How are you?
I'm good. You mentioned that the next time you're speaking on Vibe is February 21st. I'm sure that was a slip of the tongue. What's the actual next date you're speaking?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm sorry. April 21st. I appreciate you.
And what time?
April 21st. At 7 p.m. from 7 to 8. Like I said, it's every third Tuesday of the month. You go to the Facebook group, Vibe Community. You ask to join, and it's on live. I go on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. every time. And like I said, third Tuesday of the month. Thank you so much.
One more question. You mentioned business startup credit and groups that you do. Do you also do financial literacy?
Oh yeah, absolutely do financial literacy. I have a wide array of things. I think those are usually the things that I think they go hand in hand, honestly, because you can start a business, but if you don't have financial literacy, it's not really gonna work out so well for you. So they usually couple together. So I'm definitely well versed in that. I show people how to build their personal as well as business credit. And then we also talk about finances and budgeting and things of that nature. It's really just, I meet people where they are, but I'm definitely there. We handle that as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is Angela. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
Hi. I am myself very familiar with Crystal. I started trying to figure out how to start a clothing business, and in my mind, I was making it so complex. But then she simplified it so much for me that made me think, okay, was I really trying to start, or was I just thinking about it? So she really put your thoughts into fruition. And also, if there's anyone connected to you, say your family, she makes sure that she understands that you're probably just not doing it for yourself. Like my mother is actually on the line too, and she's actually worked with my mom. So she is someone that is very adamant about making sure your goals are reached. So if you want to deal with someone, I would say Crystal is the way to go because she's dedicated, and I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone on here. I love you guys.
Oh, Angie, I didn't realize that was you at first. You said Angela.
It's all good. I'm not here to put my mask off. I came inside the house.
Thank you. I really appreciate the love. I really do.
Hi, Crystal.
Any other questions? All right, then I'm gonna mute everybody else, and I'm gonna pass this mic on over to AJ.
Hey, hi everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I am AJ Kelly. I am one half of the Art Hub. The other half is Danny DeCari. He'll be featuring on our third episode to give you guys some insight on what it is that we have going on. But just a little peek of what it is that we do. We curate an art and music event. It's a salon-style art show about, I would say, like 50 to 75 artists, food, music, culture, the whole nine. I also produce Canvas and Cocktails, which is a summertime mixer. So it's like an outside beer garden, good food, amazing cocktails. Hence, I'm a bartender also, so like the drinks have to be right. And then we have live painting. So it's like, a whole neighborhood atmosphere kind of deal. Before I get into my artwork, I'm also an artist. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Artist and art curator. Thank all the artists for participating, or the creatives, Tia, Crystal, Taji Mag, Taji Mag, Mark, the artisan. I also have pieces for Mark. And who am I missing? Doesn't matter. At least not right now. But it is Easter, so thank you guys for participating in our Easter celebration. The work that I'm presenting for you guys today is roses. So instead of Easter eggs, I decided to do roses. And roses, girl's best friend, everybody's friend. You can give anybody rose, friend, family, lover, and they all can mean, different things. But these roses specifically, they are roses of like affirmations. So like I live by my affirmations, love, health, happiness, prosperity, wisdom, success, drive, ambition, in that order. Love has to come first. If you don't have self-love, you have none of those. So I took to my canvases and I painted some roses. So within those roses are the affirmations. So it's like if you could get closer, which you can't, but there'll be pictures online. You'll be able to see all those affirmations that I just mentioned. They bring me joy, keep me grounded. Little bit of transparency. I haven't painted in a very long time. I've more or less put my energy into curating art shows and things of that nature. But due to the coronavirus, aka COVID-19, that kind of forced me out of my comfort zone and put me back into what I, started doing in the beginning. So, I went for something that is easy for me, but it's also very passionate at the same time. Yes. So outside of that, Rennie, my co-host, or I'm his co-host, he is also my partner, and he came up with this beautiful idea to, pull us out of the slums of sitting on our couches and not doing anything, or reading, whatever it is that you are doing, and just kind of, putting our energy together and having a good time online, social distancing. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've got in terms of information about myself. Do we have any questions?
Panels and in-house performances.
Hey, AJ.
I just unmuted everybody, so if you have any questions for AJ.
Oh, can I ask a question? As far as your summer mixers, how, AJ, as far as your summer mixers, how often do you do that? Can you hear me? Hello?
They are monthly.
We can hear you now.
It's 3 mixers.
Okay, I was saying, as far as
Yes,
the summer mixers, how
hear.
often do you do them in a year?
I do once a month, so it's June, July, and August. So it's just 3
Okay.
to not, oversaturate it. It's just once a month. And it's been happening since 2017.
I think your connection is not that good right now because you're slowing up on us.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think she said once a month though.
Well, there's basically 3 of them. They happen in the summer.
She said
So
June, July, and
3 dates, I believe.
Yeah, it was June, July, and August, she said. Okay.
Right.
That sounds dope. So I'm going to put it out in the atmosphere that this year she can still do it, okay?
You heard?
We ready.
We're gonna make it
More
happen.
than 3 times.
Sure.
We gonna try to make it happen one way or the other. Don't try to worry about it. Even if I gotta be outside having Saturday brunch in the snow, I'm doing it. Why? Because I'm tired of being in my house. Okay, I don't care no more. I don't care no more. So real quick, I'm going to. If nobody else has any questions for AJ, I'm gonna mute her.
AJ, I have a question. Are you gonna have some new art pieces?
Please, I need it. I mean, my birthday's
Wait, what?
Wait, who's?
This is Alicia talking.
All right.
Hello.
All right, Alicia, you should. All right, Alicia, you're good. You're good to go.
Okay, I was just wondering if AJ's gonna have any art on sale at her shows this summer, or how could I go about commissioning you for an art piece?
AJ,
I
you
said
still
I
with
wanted
us?
to know how I could.
Yes. Y'all can't hear me or see me?
We can, but
I
you're
can
moving
see
in kind of
you.
like slow motion.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
We can hear you now, though.
So I asked AJ, how do I go about buying art from you?
Just contact me directly. Usually, like my Instagram, which is on the bottom right here. I don't know if it's on the bottom or on the top, but
it's at the bottom.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. Okay. You can also go to my webpage. It's pretty long, so I'll just type it into the chat so everyone can check it out. All of my events are there, as well as my lovely business partners. But yes, art is always for sale. If anything, you know, I work well under pressure. I always end up pushing out 10 pieces, you know, just before it's time for me to get started with the show. So absolutely. And Lord willing, June, July, and August, I'll be able to feature those pieces.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Thank you.
All right. Speaking of which, Alicia's up next. So let me transition y'all to the good homie Alicia Gooding, or at Miss Gooding, if you will.
You're in my
right. She's
right
in her
now.
$5 million closet at the moment, showing us her goods and stuff. But she is a brand manager. So, Alicia, the floor is yours.
Hey guys. Oh wait, you guys can't talk back to me. I expected a response. So my name is Alicia Gooding. I own the Code of NYC. We're an experiential management, marketing, and branding agency. I've been running this business for about 6 years. And basically what we do is we specialize in strategic marketing and really zoning in on your customer and your narrative. So I feel, so once someone decides they want to have a business, or they want to have a product, or you want to be an artist, because a lot of our clients are in the entertainment space, it's great to have a talent or a product. But at the end of the day, your product is not really a product unless you have someone to sell it to. So we're the ones that kind of create your organic footprint in the marketplace. We try to figure out not just what your brand is now, but who you're trying to be in 5 years. So that way we can strategically maneuver your brand, whether it's in a press space, in a marketing space. And there's so many different marketing spaces. There's like digital marketing, social media marketing, event marketing, out of home marketing. So like we really figure out what avenues are best for that client, and create different planning in order to get you to where you need to be. We work with everyone from record labels like Rock Nation and Sony to developing careers of artists that you guys might know, like A Boogie with the Hoodie, Casanova, Chinese Kitty, producer Buddha Bless This Beat, and Fatboy SSE. But yeah, we're basically like out here. We have an office in the city, but I'm super on the ground. So I like just like being in the streets. Like this quarantine sucks for me because it's all about like discovering new talent. The cool thing is I'm still able to discover talent from my fingertips. But yeah, what were the other questions? Oh, what am I working on? Because I can't hear you.
Yeah, my fault. I had muted myself.
Well, right now, actually this year, we kind of transitioned over more to the management space, just because I realized like doing PR and doing marketing, yes, I have people that consult with me, or I'm working with them on a retainer, but at the end of the day, as much as the monthly retainer is nice, like I'm never going to become rich being a publicist or a marketer. So since we have so many relationships that my partner and I have developed over the past 10, 20 years, we decided to manage some of the talent that we're working with. So we currently are pushing out an artist by the name of Black Poppy. He's out of Philly. We actually fed over 200 families and first responders on Friday in the Philadelphia area. We reached out to we put out the word that we'd be feeding 100 families that might not be able to afford food right now, as well as first responders in Philly, and we did drop-offs. We have a whole project coming out the top of next month. We have crazy features from like Chinese Kitty and Ruby Rose. I also have my producer Buddha Bless This Beat that's on the project. But right now my agency is really about like what I've always wanted to do. So like developing talent, curating shows, and, you know, finding the next best thing and really developing it. So that's me.
Okay, well.
In my closet.
We appreciate the information. I'm gonna take everybody off mute real quick. If you have questions for her, now is the time to ask them.
I have a question.
Hi,
Am
who
I
is that?
here? It's payday.
What is going on with your volume, girl?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What are the top 3 things? I don't know. I'm getting sick. Hear me? Great.
Hold on.
AJ, I think you should write that question in.
I don't know what is going on.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute AJ for a second, and I'm gonna hit her on the phone.
Yeah, I've been texting her.
To kind of ensure that
It's like I hear her voice, but her lips aren't even moving anymore.
Yo, we can't hear you. All right, hold on. I have you on speaker. I'm gonna try to finesse this at the moment. Can everybody hear her?
Hey.
Yes, we can hear her now.
All right, we gonna finesse the system like this for right now, and then we gonna get you right. So what was your question?
I just wanted to know, what are the top 3 information that you would give to creators and artists to promote themselves?
What are the top 3 pieces of information I would give a creative or an artist to promote themselves? Where one, I think a lot of people like use the word content, but I don't think people really understand like what content means or like how much. So for anyone, whether you're an artist, whether you're a designer, I feel like not only understanding your product, but when it comes to promoting your product, you must have as much content as possible. A content is not just a flyer. A content is not 3 flyers. It's music. It's everything possible so that you can sell your product to your customer without them being sold to. People oftentimes don't realize when you keep promoting repetitive content, people are just clicking away from that. And it's not really helping promote you, it's just helping clutter space. So I think that really developing your content, figuring out what platforms your consumer likes to spend their time on. Say if you're an artist right now, especially in quarantine, you know, a lot of your consumers might be on Triller, a lot of your consumers are on TikTok. So how do I get my product, whether it's a song, whether it's a piece of whatever, within these platforms to make people care about me? Or how do I manipulate this platform for people to care about me? I'd also say just making sure that what you have out there is like fresh, and always having something that's next up really helps for anyone that's a creative.
Okay, that's real. Posting a lot of the same thing. It definitely kills me when I'm scrolling down my timeline and I see like the same thing 27 times. But
yeah, it's definitely gonna make you click away. Like even with my artist, we're literally pumping out content with him all the time. And we haven't been able to shoot a new music video since last year, but since we had so many visuals that we're sitting on, like no one would know that. No one would know we haven't shot any new like music related visuals since last year because his following just keeps getting so much content. And in fact, in the past 2 months, his following's grown 15,000 followers on just Instagram alone.
Nice. All right, y'all. So does anybody else have any questions for Miss Gooding? All right. So Alicia, don't forget, throw your info in the chat.
I'm sorry, I have a question.
Okay. Crystal.
I was raising my hand. I'm not sure you saw that, but okay. I was really like this, me. Really quick, so I wanted to know, let me slide to your screen so I can see you. All right, there you are. Okay, so how are you? I just wanted to know, are you only entertainment? Because I mean, clearly that's a passion of yours, but is that the only group of people you deal with? Or do you
No,
types of businesses?
we work with all people. My background was really like brand marketing, so like developing brands like Nike, Diageo, American Family Insurance, Pepsi. Like I've been part of like huge endorsement campaigns. So if you guys remember like Kyrie Irving when he was Uncle Drew for Pepsi, like that commercial, I was a part of the 10-man team that came up with that ad campaign, and then we had to roll it out over the course of a year. So my background was really brands, and I moved into like the artist and entertainment space when I realized how many just overall creatives aren't getting what they're worth. They don't understand ownership. They don't understand, okay, even if I have this great idea, even if I did this myself, how do I protect myself? How do I put myself in a position where these big brands need me? So we're willing to honestly work with anybody. We like to work with the little guy. You know, we just happen to specialize in the entertainment space with artists and different creatives of that sort.
Okay. I just wanted to know if it was just like a niche only or, okay, cool. You guys sound dope. I like that.
Thank you. Hey, Danielle.
Real quick, we have a question for you from Iris. She said, I guess that was anonymous. My bad, y'all. My bad. Still trying to figure this chat thing out. She asked, are you looking for an assistant, or how do you recommend breaking into working for a PR label or agency?
I always tell people the best way is like, I started as an intern. So that's how I came into this game. I started as an intern. I was supposed to work somewhere for free for 6 months. And I just happened to luck up that 2 weeks into the internship, the CEO of the company asked me to be his executive assistant. But I would just say the first step is really knowing what part of the business you want to be in. So if you're trying to work as a publicist, I would say knowing whether you want to just do entertainment, or is this sports, or do you like the writing part of it in the narrative, because then maybe you would be better off within a publication. So really figuring out what lane you want to be in, but definitely interning or getting as much experience as you need to. Everyone that's worked with my agency, we've had them intern first. I have interns that are now like music executives. I have interns that now own their own agencies in LA. So it's just, we want to see how hungry you are in order to know how much like you can take on. Because, you know, a lot of the entertainment industry is like groundwork, relationships, execution. Like you can have all the best plans in the world for someone, but if you can't execute on that strategy, it doesn't mean anything. So I would say experience. If you want, you can drop your info in the chat, or you could take down my email. It's Alicia, ALICIA, @thecodeofnyc.com. or DM me. I think my Instagram is at the bottom. So DM me and we can talk about it more. Thank you, Rennie.
You are most welcome. I just put her email address in the chat. Her name ID is also her Instagram handle, so feel free to reach out and tap her. Alicia, I'm a def reach out. We gotta have a conversation. So let's keep this moving. Also, Alicia, don't forget to drop all your info in the chat yourself. Next on deck, we have the good brother Mark, the artisan. Wait, hold on, Mark. Gotta unmute you. It's not unmute. Oh, there we go. All right. Mark, you are now live, and the floor is yours.
1 second. I was trying to share some content, but let me see if I could do it.
Yeah, it came up for a second.
Oh, you did? Everybody seen the truck, I guess?
It went away.
All right, cool. All right, everyone. I'm Mark the Artisan, reporting live from the trailer. Let me show you, if I can, how you work this thing. All right. I'm reporting live from my trailer. So I'm Mark the Artisan. I'm a mixed media artist. I would say New York, but I bought a house in Jersey. I don't tell anyone that. I'm still from New York. But I do mixed media work with function. So all my work has a function to it, whether, let me show you, whether it's a speaker or it's a mirror or it's a upcycle phone. So, and I don't have anything cool going on like Miss Gooding or Crystal. But I would just tell everyone, keep creating. Don't stop. Like everyone, I thought 220 was going to be, I thought 220 was going to be my year. Like everyone, I thought this was going to be the year of success and all the other good stuff. But I took a step back and I thought, maybe 220 is just a year of growth and reflection. We're locked down right now doesn't mean we can't do things to better ourselves. I would definitely say look into yourself, like I've been doing. Revamping my artwork, looking at the angles, what I need to do to create better. Crystal definitely touched on some things as far as business. I'm terrible at business. Through the years I've been doing this, it's a lot of trial and error. And touching on what AJ said, speaking things into fruition. This art truck that I have now, basically an art truck, I spoke it into existence. It was something that I always wanted. I seen a gentleman who had the art truck, and I always passed him and said, you know what, I'm going to have an art truck myself. And every year I kept saying that to myself, this year I'm going to do it. This year I'm going to do it. I finally meet the guy, and he gives me the art truck. And crazy. He gives me the art truck, and now I'm the owner of the art truck. And I go out to the city, and I meet different people. I sell my artwork, meet more, creative people out while I'm on the street. But now it sucks because of Corona. At home, but I would tell you guys, creatives, keep in contact. I know you guys know, keep in contact with your clients, especially us artists. Keeping in contact with your favorite, your clients. Letting them know how they are, what they're doing. Because right now I'm not out in the street selling my work, but I'm still selling through my clientele. People that I've met over the years, and I'm still producing work, and I'm still selling. I transitioned online now because I can't go into the street, but it definitely sucks being home. But I would tell everyone to keep, I would definitely tell everyone keep creating. I thought this year I was gonna do my solo show. I would definitely love to talk to Crystal and Miss Gooding about their ideas, because I still want to have it. Hopefully I could have it, even in like our host said, even if it's in the dead of winter, we're gonna be out there still rocking out. But yeah, that's it. I don't have much to say besides that. Happy Sunday, and oh, also
you got any artwork you want to share with the folks?
Yeah, also I was gonna say yeah, let me show
you. Want to take us on a tour?
Yeah, I'll take you on a small tour. So this is the art truck. So that's the flaps. So the flaps open, and that's where I talk to people, and they come up to the truck, and we converse and we sell. So a lot of my work, like I said, has function to it. So these are lamps. So these are lights that I put inside of these pieces. But
oh, that's fire.
Then I have mirrors. You know, you can see me right there. Also, I have
they're stunting on us. Wait a minute.
Also, I have pieces with speakers. So those two are Bluetooth speakers. So yeah, and then we have the upcycle items like the phones. So I decoupaged it with Batman and stuff like that. And
he living in the year 4000, y'all.
Yeah, vintage. This is a vintage army phone that I turned into a lamp as well. This is a lamp as well.
Is that an ammo kit?
Like I said, everything has a function to it. I always tell everyone keep creating, because just because we're home doesn't mean we can't sell. Like Ms. Gooding was saying, you know, followers, you know, I used to laugh at people about, you know, worrying about followers, but I can't lie. The percentages don't lie. Like the followers I have, I would say about 10, 20 of them hit me up monthly for a piece. So definitely work on your business and your content, like Ms. Gooding was saying, because it's important, you know.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, definitely. Also, it's you know, stepping back, I'm working on my quality now. You know, I was always rushing to produce work to be out there, but now taking a step back and really working on quality. Also, I was gonna say that since I've been home, since we can't be out there, I would say diversify is definitely important. Working on multiple streams of income, like my wife would say. I have been, thank goodness. So with also being an artist, I am a photographer. So I still shoot, you know, personal photo shoots. I'm still shooting. Also, I have the art, you know, I have the art. And also I invested in stocks, not so recently. I've invested in stocks, and it's really been benefiting. Not also like stocks as far as like buying shares, but options, buying options. I'm trying to share the link to the Robinhood app, where you guys could get a free share, and if you guys have questions, you could hit me up. But definitely trading options is really what's helping me through this COVID-19 era. And trading options is basically betting on the stock market. So option is a bet that someone puts out, and you bet against them or you bet with them. And based off the stock price, you'll see a return. So I definitely hit me up on my Instagram. I'll share some videos that I've watched, and also some content that I watch. And I'll share the Robinhood app so you could get the free share. And then it doesn't take much to invest in. I started with $500, and then I'm doing great right now. So definitely take that check whenever it does come, and I would say invest it and better yourself, like Ms. Gooden said. I believe like Crystal said. Definitely invest into yourself. Invest into Crystal. Invest into the Robinhood app, and invest into yourself. You know, try to better yourself. Definitely during this time period when we have nothing to do but time. So that's it for me. But
All
yeah.
right. Well, appreciate you for sharing with us. Hold on, I'm gonna unmute everybody. But I appreciate you sharing. Thank you for sharing your artwork. You definitely light years in the future. Okay. You got speakers and lamps in your artwork. Fire. I think I need to get me a solid visit to your art cellar.
Yeah, come by, man. Come by.
If anybody has questions for Mark, feel free to jump in now. I unmuted everybody, but if you muted yourself again, just unmute yourself.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a question. Mark, what's your website?
The website, everything is marktheartisan.com. Mark the Artisan on Instagram, Facebook, everything is Mark the Artisan.
Mark, just drop it in the chat.
It's do you see my my name on my
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mark the
followed you.
Artisan.
I followed you on
Yeah,
IG.
so I'm an open book. So if you guys, anytime you want to hit me up for info, just let me know and I'm there. AJ knows, I'm an open book. So just hit me up. If you guys have questions about the Robinhood app, or if you have questions about still, being out there in the art world.
Yeah, I know you don't know. Her name is Crystal.
Sorry, trying to mute whoever that was. All right, keep going.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, I'm open book. If you guys have questions about anything about home ownership, I have a home. About I have investment property. I'm in the stocks. Anything as far as the art world, I'm an open book. So just let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you're thinking about something, you need help with it. I'm here.
All right.
Can I have a question? Can I ask Mark something?
Yeah.
First of all,
after you, we got Celestial.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you for the shout out. First of all, Mark, thank you.
Shout out to Frank for that shirt too. It's dope. Yeah.
We definitely got to talk. But where do you normally keep your truck?
So I thank
or where you park, should I say? I know you're on wheels, you can go anywhere, but
yes. So funny story. First time I had it, I definitely scratched my car trying to reverse the trailer. But I have a driveway in my at my house. It's a driveway I could reverse the trailer in and park the trailer, unhook it, and it just stays here until I'm ready to go out. Yeah, but I am working on getting a studio space because the trailer isn't always conducive to the workflow. But for now, I'm in the trailer, or I'm in the laundry room of my house working on stuff. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions?
Yes. Hello. How are you?
How you doing? Let me go to the page. Let me see if I can find who's talking. Who's talking?
Celestial.
Shout out Mr. Gibson. Celestial. Okay. All right.
All right. So I was thinking during this time, will you consider doing like online courses for, let's say, children during quarantine? Because I homeschool my daughter, but now everybody's children are being homeschooled. And I think at least a little bit of something, I guess the ABCs of art and so on and so forth to kind of get them going. And then it would be a nice little following for you too, to have like children follow you and then adults and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that would definitely be dope. So I have, because of the photography, I did a class at my daughter's school a couple of years ago where we took photos of the kids and we turned it into art. We took like, straws and various things to decorate their face and on their picture, and it was definitely fun. But I did that class a couple times. But yeah, I would definitely do a class online where we could do something creative, as far like maybe make clothes for their toys, or I don't know, draw their favorite person or something about themselves, looking into themselves, like draw themselves how they see themselves. Something like that would be fun. And my daughter's an artist too, so she would definitely like that. Yeah.
How old is she?
Oh, she's 9.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My little one is 11, so.
Yeah. Definitely, she is definitely an artist, man. I can't, yeah. So yeah, I would definitely love to do that. Yeah, I'm not doing anything, so I'm here.
Feel me? All right, do we have any other questions for Mark? All right, so I'm going to thank you, Mark, for showing us all of that. Make sure you drop your info and stuff in the chat so that folks can copy, paste, follow you, find you, all of that good stuff. So before we get to our web show premiere of the evening, I am going to, I guess, introduce myself. So AJ did her introduction and reminded me that I have not told anybody about what I do. Y'all, my name is Rennie Lewis. Some of you know me as DJ Scoop, the Party Lifesaver. I've been a DJ 24 years. But I also am a photographer, I'm a videographer, and I'm also an artist. I paint a lot of abstracts, and I do a lot of graphic work. And I'm going to take you on a very random tour downstairs so I can show you some artwork, because Mark just out here showing out. But I run a series of events called the Create Period Festival. There are now 3 events attached to the festival. It's an interactive art show, and then we have Create Love, and we have Create Mess. Create Mess is like a Caribbean fete. Shout out to all my Virgin Islanders on the check-in. We have a brunch. We have a abstract paint and sip, right? So it's paint and sip on steroids. We put people in a tent. You get to splash paint, squirt it at each other, all while making an abstract painting. It's wild, it's messy, and then you get some good food cooked by a 4-star chef based out of Brooklyn. Create Love is an event that me and AJ have done before together. It's like a gigantic game night sitting in your living room, but with other people. It does get kind of ratchet, does get kind of crazy, not gonna lie to y'all. We also play songwriters karaoke, so pull up with your pen, with your pencil, whatever, and turn it out. Create Period Festival is an interactive 2-day long, hopefully month-long exhibit that we do where we build interactive pieces for people to sort of come in, interact with. Think Rose Wine Mansion, but with games, with a reason for you to come back, hang out, get drunk, tell your friends, do all of that, stand on the couch. So for the abstracts that I'm going to show today, I've got a diptych that I did for a friend of mine's house, and it has been politely sitting on my sofa for like the past 3 weeks because I can't go anywhere to actually give it to him. And then I have a 3-foot by 4-foot piece over here near my bathroom. And I think my hallway is just really too dark for y'all to see anything, but it's fine. And yeah, that's my spiel. That's what I do. You can find me on the gram at create.festival or at the real DJ Scoop, or createperiod.com. And now coming to this front of the class is our girl, Tahita. Let me find her to unmute her. She is the dopest of the dope. She has her own web show called Single and Selfish.
I got it.
And hey, girl,
hey,
tell them about you,
up?
what you do, who you is.
What's good? Thank you for having me. Oh my gosh, y'all gave me a reason to look cute because I was looking crazy for a couple of weeks. I'm not even going to front. I'm not even going to front, you guys. I've been looking all types of crazy. So I appreciate you creating this platform for us to speak on. So yes, my name is Tahita Taylor, and I am the writer and the director for Single and Selfish. I also dance, so I have dance class. Well, I started having classes this year. I also paint, and yeah, I'm a creative person all in all. So first I'll just talk about the show and how it got started. The creative process for Single and Selfish was really interesting because I started in 2016 and I just ended a relationship. So I was heartbroken. So I was just writing a whole bunch of stuff down. And I was like, let me write a book about a breakup. And I wrote a lot. And long story short, I lost 70% of what I wrote. So I was pissed. My email got hacked. And it was out of sight, out of mind. And I heard this song called Potato Salad by Sharif Keys and The Groove. And I remember thinking, this sounds like the beginning of a show. And I was like, I wanna create a show. I've never done that before, just like I've never written a book. So after I lost the information, I figured, let me try to write a script. So I wrote the script. I went to an event, one of Sharif's event, and I ended up meeting him, and I met his brother, who is Maurice, who filmed the show. So they're related, they're brothers. And I ended up creating this amazing show, like 2016, first episode. It got 2,000 views, over 2,000 views. I was happy about that. I really wasn't even expecting that much, considering I just started this project off of a whim, off of hearing a song and saying, okay, this is the starting of a show. Matter of fact, this is the starting of my show. So then I wrote the script after hearing the song. So the events lined up perfectly. I reached out to people that I knew to act at first, and most of them flopped. Maurice told me, you know, post my script on a agency. It was a website that had actors, pretty much. And people started coming to me. I had pages of actors, and I did not expect that either. So I was able to work with a lot of amazing actors. Shout out to Mr. Gibson. He was on the show, did his thing. Shout out to you. And yeah, so I went to Grenada in February to film some scenes for the next episode that I'm working on. So when I came back, everything pretty much unfolded and everybody was on lockdown, and it was crazy. So I had to stop all my efforts on the next episode, but I'm still excited about it. I'm assuming we're gonna start. I'm optimistic. I believe that things will get a little bit back to normal soon. So hopefully I could start filming again. Until then, I am thinking about working on a dance fitness class. Hopefully I'll have it on a live, and we could focus on like waist and thighs, and well, I cater to women. So I like to have my dance classes for the ladies. So I like to, you know, whine and rotate and all that good stuff. So hopefully I'll have one of those coming really soon. And I don't know why I'm over here all nervous, like I'm not in my own room. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I heard that you have a trailer out. Do you want to screen share with the class?
How do I bring that up?
Is it on YouTube?
It is on YouTube.
Drop the link in the chat. I could do it from my side, but basically if you go to YouTube, if you're on a computer, look straight down. You should see a button that says share screen. It'll be green with an arrow.
Okay.
So when you hit share screen, your whole screen will come up.
Got it.
And then if you play it, we will all hear it and see it.
Okay. Got you. So let me get to that.
So I'm gonna give you a second to find that. And in the meantime, I just want to thank everybody for coming through, pulling up with us. Want to shout out everybody on the check-in: Fern, Celestial Light, Crystal, Mark, Nay, Life of Morris, Key the Greats, Tashaya, what up, girl? Ja Hillard, my girl Robin, Charles Dell, my wife is on here, Fove, Miss Gooding, even though she disappeared on us, she cut us off from her closet. Zanaya, Dede. Oh, there we go.
Hold up. So this is a scene from the first episode. Thinking I don't want to give away too much good stuff. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it to like this part.
Unmute it.
Unmute it? Okay, hold on a second.
No, on the YouTube video.
I
don't know. She may got a point. I got this vibrator that I've been meaning to use in this box. I could rock out with that for a while. I have a feeling that I'm going to regret this. You guys babies? You like that? It tastes different this time, right? I know you're gonna get so early. Hey, what's going on? Why you got that Yeah. Who's over there partying like a rock star, and I gotta stress up this press release. Hashtag problems. Yeah. Taylor! Oh, shit. I gotta go get ready for this performance. Okay. I'll see you later, okay? Keep your head up, though.
And she a leading actress. Ayy.
That's Sehiii.
It's looking like a BET Lifetime movie over here. I like it.
Taylor, y'all. This woman smiles. This woman cries. This woman takes risks. Without hesitation, she does not wait. She might procrastinate, beat herself up about it, then build herself up around it. Your opinion of her is your opinion of her. She might listen, but she'll never take it to heart, and she'll never let it tear her apart. This woman wanted to fit in the past. Now she just wants to be the leader of her class. Hard to see past her attitude. Hard to see past her poker face, Brooklyn face. Sweet and sour she might taste, smooth, rude, crude, honesty/vulgarity, mesmerized by her bipolar insanity. This woman might sound crazy, or she might sound familiar to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nice. Look, that's looking real clean.
Appreciate it. You know what's crazy, real quick? I was not supposed to be in my show. I had another actress for that. She flopped and I didn't have time to reschedule. I figured, hey, I know the lines, I wrote them, so I made that work.
Listen, it seems like it worked out great. So that's on her. She be out. She finna get over it. All right, hold on. All right, so any other details or info you want to share with us?
Well, that was the first episode, so I can put a link for the second as well, so you guys check out the 2 episodes. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, well, I appreciate you for coming through and sharing with us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to unmute everybody for your virtual applause. And if anybody has any questions, now's the time to speak up, speak your piece.
Thank you, Slas. Thank you.
Anybody got any questions? I thought I saw a raised hand somewhere.
I texted.
Who was talking?
Whoever is this, they said they texted.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Oh, is that AJ again?
Am I stuck?
I don't know. I think AJ's internet has told her that it quit working. But AJ said, when is the next episode and what is the schedule for when episodes are released?
See, AJ, thank you for calling me out. Now, the next episode will come out as soon as it's finished. And I'm independent, you guys, so I've been funding all my stuff, and that has been working for me, and it's not been working for me. But I'll definitely love to reach out to Crystal and Ms. Goodings about this business because I really dived in head first. So when I started, I wasn't thinking, okay, let me put this body of work together and put it all out. I finished the first one, and then a lot of things happened. I tried to get funding, didn't work out for me. So I pretty much just had to wait till I can do it again. So that's when I did the second one. And now I'm working on the third. Like currently, I just filmed 2 scenes for it. And I would have started as soon as I got back to New York, but everything unfolded when I came back. So I do not have a date for when the next episode is coming out, but I can tell you this for sure, it will not just be 1 episode. I will make sure that there's at least 4 more, and then I would like to start working on other projects.
Okay. I look forward to it. I gotta finish watching episode 1. Now that you done gave us a little teaser taste of it, so feel free to drop that link in the chat so other folks can find it as well. Drop all of your social media handles and everything in the chat as well, so people can talk to you. Definitely reach out to Crystal and Alicia and facilitate your next move. With anybody else in here, you know, we have a publication in the house, Taji Mag, know what I'm saying?
I just want to say real quick, Sehiii, thank you for doing this show. It is beautiful. I've watched both episodes and I really, really loved it. So thank you.
Thank you so much. You don't even understand how much that means to me. Because when I say I'm hard on myself, I'm hard on myself. I've never done this before, so I wanted to make sure that whatever I put out is a representation of what I'm feeling and how I want other Black women and Black men, Black artists to be portrayed. I feel like a lot of the shows coming out of like Brooklyn were starting to look the same. And I just wanted to do something different. I wanted to talk about love. I wanted to talk about relationships, friendships, how certain friendships could form in the most weirdest way. I don't want to give away any of the details in the first episode, but I feel like the way Maxine and Taylor's relationship evolved, it's like in real life you'd think, no way, but I want you to think beyond that. I want people to see us in a different light. And I just want to bring creativity back in terms of shows. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, sis. You definitely succeeded in my opinion. Beautiful, beautiful work.
Thank you.
I think Celestial Light wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, it's true. How are you doing?
Hey.
Awesome. That was beautiful. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Just that little part, and I can't wait to watch it.
Thank you.
You got it. I wanted to know, how often do you cast?
How often do I cast? I feel like I don't cast often enough. I wanted to definitely cast again for the next couple of episodes that I'm going to film. So I will be casting again. I will announce it on my Instagram. I'll also do what I did the second time around. In the first episode, I went to a casting agency. That was a lot easier, and it filtered out the people that are serious from the people that are not.
Right.
Because that definitely took away. The first time I wanted to film, I couldn't. The second time I wanted to film, and this is the first episode, I couldn't because the actors kept flopping and I needed everybody. So there was definitely some times when I was like, I don't think I can do this. Maybe this isn't for me. And I was hurt. And Maurice was like, and that's the guy that filmed it, Maurice, he was telling me like, nah, don't give up. You're onto something. So just try different avenues. And so I did that. So I will definitely be casting soon. I will open it up to Instagram as well. And I'll do it what I did before.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Just a reminder, Will said he wanted to be in the next one if you had a spot for him too. So
no, Will, I got him. I got Will. That's Will's work up over here.
Oh, yep. Shout out.
Hey.
Got Will. I got Will.
That's amazing.
All right. So that pretty much wraps it up for never mind. So just in the nick of time, we have our final talent of the day. Hailing to us from Brooklyn. Well, she's now on the left coast. Her name is Coco Sehiii. She's a singer, songwriter, and she recently won a Grammy. Hold on, she is texting me now. She is on West Coast time, so I think she kind of like semi-miscalculated the start time, so it's cool. But she's here now with us. My favorite Jamaican, my favorite singer. She just won her first Grammy. So let me find her in the chat so I can unmute her. And it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. All right. So, Coco, you are now unmuted. Feel free to introduce yourself, girl. Welcome. Brooklyn, what up? LA, what up?
What's goody? I'm Coco Sehiii. I'm a singer and a songwriter. And yeah, I'm up in this thing. Happy Easter and quarantine, everybody. You know? I'm sorry,
Coco,
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Coco,
There
you are
you
the
go.
only one who is not muted.
Okay, I can hear you now.
All right. You have the floor. You are the only person who is now unmuted, so people will be able to ask you questions or talk to you after you're done.
Okay, so what?
So I mean, just fill us in on your musical journey, when you started, how you got to where you're at now. Talk about this Grammy that you just won. Talk about this festival you're performing at this weekend. Talk to us about earning our own sleep.
Yeah, you gotta
Everybody
ask.
loves
You just
chocolate,
like
all
you
of
just
that.
start yapping. I'm like, you gotta ask some questions or something. That's the loaded thing. I don't even know where to start, bro. I'm trying to figure out where to start here. Like, it would be better questions for this in order to get to this space, because it's a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah.
I mean, just start in reverse. What you working on right now? What project you got coming out? You just released Big Dummy. You had Coffee in the Morning. You got a new single coming out now.
Yeah, right now I'm finishing up the music video for Big Dummy, which has been a labor of love for sure. It's been a journey. It was a 4-day video shoot, and it's something that I'm really, really, really passionate about and very specific and very intentional about my art, especially in these times as I've grown. The project that I'll be putting out in the next few months will be my 4th full-length project. And it's amazing to me to look back, because I don't listen to my older stuff ever, which is weird, but I don't, because I'm always creating something new. And I don't ever want to be a person to live in the past, but I realize it's important, Sankofa, it's important to do that so that you can see your growth and be able to find some measure of achievement. Because I think sometimes my own brain is so far ahead in the future that I wasn't or haven't been paying attention to the now and the stair steps that I've been taking to get to where I'm at, at this point. So Big Dummy is a song that is almost like representative of some of that struggle. And the music video will show that as well. So I'm really, really excited to release it. It's more like a film, and it's going to be really great. The next single is going to come out shortly after that. I'm not even going to talk about it, but it's a funky record. It's something fun for the summer, and it's, based around women just being empowered to being inspiring other women to empower themselves. Going back a little further, you spoke about the Grammy. The Grammy was I won a Grammy in January for my participation and involvement in Anderson .Paak's album Ventura for Best R&B album, I believe it was. And it's still surreal. It's, you know, I think at the same time, there are these big goals where it's just like, my brain is like, I want to perform on the Grammy stage and I want to come out the roof. And I think in some ways I didn't take a second until the people in New York or just the people online were like, we're so proud of you for this. And in my mind, I was over here, one, dealing with the fact that Kobe died. And I was really, really hurting that day. And I'm around so many people that knew him personally. And then two, it was like, you won this Grammy, and it felt bittersweet, you know, and it took me about a month to really be able to like say it, like, oh yeah. If he was like, oh yeah, she just won a Grammy too. And they're like, you did it? I'm like, yeah. And someone told me, that was like, that's not a small thing. That's something that you probably wanted since a little girl. And I'm like, it is, you know? And sometimes things are not happening the way that we wanted when we wanted to, and we take more time focusing on like, but when I get to this, you know? So it's been a journey, and I'm grateful. I'm just more than anything grateful for this space that I'm in, and grateful to be able to inspire other people, especially from where I'm from. I'm a little Black girl from Brooklyn, little yard girl from Brooklyn. And so many people are saying to me like, oh, Coco got one, I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, do that, you know? Going back a little, I don't know how much, how much farther to go back. Oh, you asked me about Earn Your Sleep. That's something, a hashtag that I started, God knows, 6-7 years ago. And it just means, it doesn't mean don't go to sleep, because I feel like that's a part of our culture, especially for our age group. And like, you know, just like we work. You know, we grind. And we're getting older, and that it's unhealthy if you're not balancing it out with proper eating and proper sleep. So my thing was never not to sleep. It was always to use the time that you have, the 24 hours in your day, wisely. While you have that time, you know, like don't say, if we procrastinate, if that's something that's happening, if you're dealing with anxiety or depression, which is something that I've dealt with and deal with, then you understand how hard it is sometimes. And ADD, just to freaking focus long enough on one thing. But at the end of the day, in order for me to combat that, it was like, okay, well, I have this amount of time from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. I have to allot this amount of time for this amount of time for that. I got to eat, I got to do this, which means I have about 6 or 7 hours. What am I going to do with this amount of time to get me to my goal or things that I want to do, which means writing down your goals, which means knowing what it is that you want. So it's easier to work towards it, or working backwards. I want this and going backwards, and then setting timing in place, you know? And that's been really, really helpful in my career and in my life. And helping to keep me on track. And there are people that will hold me accountable for these things. If I say, oh, I think I want to do this, and I call Scoop and tell him that, he'll hit me back up in like a week. Like, so what about that thing we spoke about? You know? And it's a beautiful thing, you know? I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, I wasn't in the chat before I got in just now, so I don't know if I'm in line with what we're speaking about here. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask Scoop or anyone else, please feel free. I'm open to it.
All right, so Coco, before I unmute everybody, do you want me to play the Big Dummy single for them?
Yeah, it's up to you, for sure.
Huh?
Yes, absolutely. It's up to you. Of course, I don't mind.
All right, I'm going to switch my audio for y'all real quick, and I'm going to play the first, 60 seconds of it for y'all. Just give me a second.
I better spend all my money on Gucci designer. Well, then I could try to fit in with all of the fraudulent they front all the time. But truthfully, I don't give a I wish that I knew how to quit. I'm a glutton for pain. Out here chasing a dream that don't pay right away. if I try.
All right. Could everybody hear that? I'm gonna unmute everybody if you have questions for Coco, but I hope everybody could hear that. Celestial, you're on deck.
I just wanted to say thank you for sharing. What I got from it was pretty much being authentic to yourself. And I think every day we're always trying to find our way within society and how to keep it simple and to, I don't know, I guess the journey is about self. It seems like you didn't need a lot of things, but that's what you found.
Thank you. I that space of it's so interesting because I want to find the right words to say what I'm trying to say. That space of deciding that if I live off of anyone's compliments, I'll die from their criticism. That space of recognizing that whatever God put in me, not everyone's going to understand it, and it's not always going to make sense. That space of feeling the burning to do something, to create something, to speak to something, to be intentional about something, and not having a choice because it feels like it was just burning me to do it. Those spaces, you know, that's where that comes from. So I appreciate it.
Anybody else have any questions for Coco? Life of Morris.
Yeah, so it's not really a question. I just want to congratulate her on staying committed to her dreams, because sometimes in this journey, you go through different challenges that steer you afloat or steer you away from what it is. So congratulations on all of the success and being able to accomplish all of your goals.
Thank you. I definitely have so many more goals. But I'm grateful and just walking in that spirit of gratitude. Thank you so much. It's a journey. It is definitely a marathon, you know. So yeah, for sure.
All right. Coco, let them know where they can find you. If you can see the chat on your phone, I know you have your video turned off, but if you can see the chat on your phone, make sure you drop a link to the video, to your IG, drop your email, any contact info, and anybody that spoke today, please make sure that y'all share your contact information with people. I will be posting the recording of this when we're done up somewhere, and for everybody to come back and watch it again. Oh, Coco, we have a question for you. Somebody wants to know, how do you stay grounded with all of the success and things going on?
That's, you know, I never even really think about that. One, I have really, really great people around me, to be honest. And when I say around me, I don't mean physically in my face. I live today on the other side of the country, but I have people that have been with me since the beginning, who were able to remind me to not let my lows get too low and not let my highs get too high. Again, I always say this, like, if you live off of people's compliments, you will die by their criticism. And being around people who are extremely successful, that are super duper down to earth and chill, that they recognize that just as successful as you are, tomorrow you could not be. Tomorrow you could not be the hot thing. Tomorrow you could not be the it thing. And these are from like people that are gurus and you know, in the game, you know, and seeing their process is a great reminder to not allow, to be grateful for what I'm accomplishing or what I've accomplished, but to also recognize that I can't live in that space. I'm moving forward, and moving forward means that I need to be focused on that, recognize where I come from, and pay attention to where I'm trying to go. So if I spend my time being, I guess, cocky about what's happening in the moment, one, I'm not leaving my spirit open to receive or learning anything new, or even to grow in the way that I should, you know. So for me, it's just important to keep growing and to know that no matter whether I want to or not, I am going to be inspiring, you know, other people, and to make sure that that's a thing that is at the forefront of my mind. I need little girls that look like me to understand that they can do it too, because I've been working so hard to get here, especially as a dark-skinned Black woman in the music industry, you know? So like, if I start to get too like, oh, I'm here, I've arrived, you know, it really doesn't allow me the space to touch the people that need to be touched in the way that I did.
Better preach on a Sunday, girl. Better preach on a Sunday. All right. So, anybody else have any questions for Coco? And I think we are closed out on.
Questions.
Oh, never mind. All right. So I just want to thank everybody for pulling up today. And tuning in with us on this first episode of the Living Room Live. We have 3 more episodes coming as we move through this month, dodging the zombie apocalypse outside, you know, washing our hands, lickle water, lickle soap, boom, 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 you know, stay clean. And next weekend, we are doing episode dos, numero 2. And we would like to just share with you, me and AJ. I know her internet has failed her, so I tried to do all of the talking for today. But episode 2 is next Saturday, April 18th, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be meeting a new budding artist, Keegan Carter. Ooh, he gonna beat me for that. Ainsley Burroughs. My friend Robin, or Resourceful Robin, as her brand is called. She is actually. We have the Creative Era, L. Alexander Art, DeMarcus McGoey, and rapper, songwriter Twan Don to also connect with y'all for next week. So please follow us on Instagram at create.festival. Follow AJ at AJ_Kelly. Kelly is with an I-E, not a Y. You feel me? I would like to take a quick second to just really, really, really tell Nay, Crystal, Alicia, Mark, Sehiii, and Coco, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for making this possible. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for all the reason to get up and do our hair and take a shower and look like beings again. When I tell y'all, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, y'all. Okay? I don't know if it's Tuesday or Thursday or Sunday or Wednesday. Okay? I don't even know which order the days go in. I wake up and it's Tuesday, and then I close my eyes and it's Saturday. I don't know what's happening.
That's a fact. It's definitely April 22nd.
And I mean, if anybody just wants to like sort of just open up, just have some free chat, we could do that. We could rock out for like the next 15 minutes with each other, just say hi, whatever. I'm gonna leave the chat open. So if y'all want to jump in and just share your contact info, drop your name, say hello, what's up, like feel free to do so. Yeah, follow me on Festival. I will post the post next week, shortly after this, and that is it. Thank you all.
Can I chime in? Can
Yes,
I
ma'am.
say hi to my daughter Zanaya, who came to support? She's at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, so that's whose child that was. I was trying to figure this out the whole time. I was like, yo, whose daughter is in here?
That is my baby. She supports me in everything. I love it. She's very creative as well. So, you know, she's definitely doing some stuff. So it's a beautiful thing.
Glad I ain't playing nothing ratchet today.
All right. Oh, and last thing is, you know, just to sum it up, do not forget, Monday, tomorrow, we're back to work. Just so you know, Remy, it's Monday tomorrow, and we're back to work. And you will definitely have access to the free ebook, and you guys will have 24 hours to book any service or any consultation for 25% off, which is the most I've ever given anybody. But then after that, you guys will have 15% off still for the pandemic and whatnot. So just follow me on Instagram, crystals_business_consulting. And that's it. I hope to hear from you guys. And thank you so much. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. I don't know what y'all plan on cooking for today. I don't know what y'all plan on cooking, but you know, I accept food deliveries. Okay. You know, the virus only lives for like 2 hours on cardboard, so I'm gonna just spray that down. I can just send y'all my Grubhub address. Know what I mean? You know, just bless your boy. Feel me? But,
I definitely will.
Sunday going? What y'all eating? What y'all wearing?
You do vegan food? You do vegan food?
I mean, you don't want me to make vegan food, but I mean, I don't eat food that is free.
Oh, okay. Where you at? You in Brooklyn or?
No, I'm in Rutherford. I'm in Jersey.
Oh, you in Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. We might have to link up one day. I'm in Jersey too, so.
What part?
I want to say Butler. It's near Riverdale, New Jersey.
You are slightly north of me.
Yes.
You're up. I work in Ramsey.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, man. If you need some vegan food, you're welcome to come over.
Listen, as soon as the zombies stop trying to gobble my face off, man, I'm there. Although I'm a little disappointed with this end of the world scenario, right? Yeah. All the end of the world pandemic movies have told me that it's either going to be killer robots from Terminator, Skynet, Genesis, or there's going to be zombies, and we don't have either. And I have been prepared with bows and arrows and firearms for years for this scenario, and I can't use them.
You can't use them.
Speaking of the end of the world, my father told me he was up at 3 a.m., right? And he was listening to the radio. And he said on the radio, someone said that the reason why the government has us in the house is because an asteroid is going to hit the Earth. So I'm over here like, Daddy, what? He said it said that it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Daddy, you know, you should go to sleep. I done told you about the news already. Like, go to sleep. Mind you, I'm being all calm and stuff. I go upstairs. You know what I was watching? Deep Impact. I was watching Deep Impact before he said what he said. So when I went upstairs and I put it back on, I'm over here having a panic attack like,
I watched Deep Impact yesterday.
I'm over here watching the movie like if it's gonna give me a hint or something. I'm like, yo, my father done messed my whole head up telling me that on the radio they said an asteroid was gonna hit and that's why they got us in the house like this. I'm like, you know,